Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bonnie with bybonniejewelry, where I talk about all things diamonds. Well, today we're actually going to be featuring or learning about rubies. But if you love jewelry, make sure you like my video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on social media at bybonniejewelry. Okay, so let's jump right into the story. I love stories of how the client actually came to me and made this ring. This particular client is actually a referral. She saw one of her coworkers had a ring on her hand made by me, and she absolutely fell in love. And she told me when we initially had a consultation, she said, you know what, Bonnie, I'm looking for something that reminds me of my grandmother. I said, oh, like I love these beautiful stories because you're making jewelry that's very sentimental. So she told me that when she was little, she had always just seen her grandmother wear this red ruby ring on her hand, and that's her memory of her grandma, and she just really wanted that. Now she's a little older, so she's been thinking about it all her life. She's like, you know what, I'm finally gonna pull the trigger, I'm gonna get it done. And when she met with me, you know, color stones, I mean diamonds, you can do a lot of research online. You know, it goes by like DEF, colorless, near colorless, but I feel like rubies or any other colored gemstone, it's a little bit harder to really figure out what it's all about, because there's all origins of the gemstone, the color, and it's not really graded by like VVS, just like diamonds. So today I'm gonna break down some of the things that I look out for when I'm choosing a ruby. So I want to talk about the process of how I curate rubies for my clients. So to be very specific, the first thing that I look for is definitely the overall look of the color gem, whether it be ruby, sapphire, or green emerald. It's really important, besides looking at any type of like report or paperwork, especially color. I feel like it's such a subjective thing. The most important thing is when you look at it, how does it make you feel? Is it beautiful? Does the color speak to you? I think those are very important things besides looking at the actual certificate of the gemstone. But if you want to break it down, what I particularly look for is going to be saturation in the color of the gem, transparency of the gemstone, and also overtone. So those are kind of the main cues that I look for when I'm choosing a ruby. So when I say saturation, you're really talking about how saturated the red is, right? So you'll notice that, you know, you might have heard, you know, the term pigeon blood red rubies. That is a very well-known term in the trade. Number two will be the transparency. How clear is the gemstone, to make it easier to understand. So because inclusions in color gem are not like, you know, VVS is really, we go by eye clean, and how transparent the stone is and how the color reflects to the eye is really important. And number three would be the overtone. So the less overtone, meaning the less brown or less purple there is overtone in the stone, the more red it is, it makes it more valuable. Okay, and another thing that, you know, generally we talk about in the trade is color gems most of the time are heat treated to bring out the color of the gem better. So that is a very common practice in color gem. So one of the things that, you know, people look for, it could be heat or no heat. No heat meaning the gemstone just came out of the ground and gets cut exactly like that, has not been treated at all. So those are going to be the most expensive, most rare type of color gem you can find, and so you'll hear those terms pretty often. Definitely much harder to get these days. Also the origin of the gemstone. So ruby in specific, you'll hear Myanmar, which is previously Burma. They're very well known for producing top quality rubies. And this one from the video that we're featuring is from Mozambique, which is in Africa. And they also are really well known for producing really beautiful rubies. So those are the steps that I take in looking for that perfect color gem. I would say this is definitely harder to look at and compare than diamonds. Get somebody with very experienced eye to help you with a project like this. Of course, the setting, oh my goodness, I can't explain to you enough how important the setting is, especially in color gem. That's gonna bring this ring alive and to give you this amazing sparkle and this overall look of the ring. It is so important to have it set in a quality craftsmanship setting, just like I talk about in any of my diamond videos. Anyway, so my client, after she saw it, she's just in love. She just couldn't believe her eyes, the way we designed. I designed it with this tapered cathedral, one of our signature rings with the hidden halo. I've done this in natural, I've done this in diamonds, so you can definitely check that out. I just felt like this ruby really needed center stage attention, and we wanted to do some bling on the side, which would enhance the overall look of the stone. The yellow gold definitely helps bring out the color in the red, in my opinion. It just adds that warmth to the red, which we really like, and it just came out absolutely amazing. I do appreciate when clients just let me kind of take over in the design part, because I just feel like we make so many rings, so there are definitely things that we look for that sometimes the clients don't know, or that will help enhance the overall look of the ring. That's it for today. I hope you guys love this ruby ring. Just a little tip for you: if you are born in July, ruby is your birthstone. Okay, all right, thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.